Jonathan Majors sentenced to probation, avoiding jail time for assaulting his ex-girlfriend. Judge Michael Gaffey also ordered Majors to complete a 52 in-person batters intervention program and continue his mental health therapy. Let's give a hell yeah to Jonathan Majors. Hell yeah! Now we all know the real damage is due to his career, and unfortunately, that is over. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.
Breaking news, actor Jonathan Majors will avoid jail time. Majors has been sentenced to probation after he was convicted of 1 count of second-degree harassment and 1 count of misdemeanor third-degree assault of his then-girlfriend, Grace Jabari. ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer joins me now for more. Brian, what's your reaction to the sentence?
Makes sense. First-time arrest, assault, and a misdemeanor. It's an A-class misdemeanor, so the highest of misdemeanors we have in the state of New York, but you don't typically see jail time following this. It makes sense that based on the nature of the allegations and what we heard from the victim in this case as well, that anger management would be a large portion of this as well. We know it's a 52-week anger management program that he's allowed to do in Los Angeles, which is pretty standard. They don't usually force you to come back to the States to do a sentence like that, and to continue mental health counseling.
So what happens next in this case?
That's pretty much it, unless his attorneys want to appeal the case. From my understanding, they are in that kind of that realm where they believe that the judge got it typically wrong in this, where if you remember, Jonathan Majors was found not guilty for intentional assault, but for reckless assault. And I think the appellate issue there is that the jury should have never been given the option of reckless assault, but only stuck with the intentional assault. Therefore, he would have won based on a misdemeanor conviction and only been sentenced to the harassment, which I think he would have been much more comfortable with. So a potential appeal in the making.
So what are you watching for if they do go forward with an appeal?
I want to see whether or not the appellate court takes up the case. They can, of course, say they're going to reject it, or they're going to say they're going to take it. And if they do, whether or not those grounds are something they say are enough to overturn this conviction. What they're going to attempt to do, that being the defense, is argue that the facts alleged, as well as the facts that came out of the court, geared more towards an intentional assault rather than a reckless assault. And that jury charge should have never been given to the jury. If that's successful, it's a major change for Jonathan Majors, because he no longer has a criminal conviction, only that harassment violation. But you know what? Everyone could probably do with a little bit of anger management and counseling, so it's no loss there in terms of he's not doing any jail time.
All right. ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer, thank you.
My pleasure.
My bad, I was still on mute. No, but I get it. They're gonna fight to the end and probably try and get him the best case scenario. But at the end of the day, his career, like I said earlier, is shot. Whether or not conviction is on his record really doesn't. It's not going to make him whole before this whole situation. So I'm still shocked, and I think a lot of people are still confused as to, just from a basic standpoint, you see a guy running from someone and ends up still catching a case. So, but at the end of the day, we all know, like, he should have stayed away from said people. He probably should have got with Megan Good earlier on. So, it sucks. It's unfortunate, but at least he's not facing any jail time. Maybe in the future people will start wanting to work with him again. He probably just needs to go sit down and be quiet for a minute, work on another craft, and try and have a comeback in a few years. I also wanted to share this list of things that he got dropped from. I mean, he pretty much, like I said, he pretty much done. He says he lost a a role on 48 Hours. Um, which is a show. It looks like 48 Hours in Vegas. Um, we all know he lost his Marvel deal, which that was really the major bag for him, being the Kang character in the MCU. So that definitely knocked him down. And I saw the movie, the Ant-Man, was it Ant-Man and the Wasp or whatever. I saw that movie. I liked his role in that. I thought it was solid, but I would say that the best role, because he came out with I think 3 movies in 1 year, and I seen them all. Devotion, uh, the Ant-Man movie, and then Creed. And I thought his role in Creed was the best, and it just sucks that shortly after that movie came out was when he got into all this trouble. So, um, yeah, I am still on his side, but I was rooting for him as to be the next breakout actor, and it just sucks. It sucks that one person, one situation like this immediately companies, organizations just start to pull away from you. But to me, that just says that Marvel was really never really on board with him and was probably just using him as a marketing chip. And as soon as they had an excuse to get rid of him, they did. So it's unfortunate. But shout out to Jonathan Majors for somewhat beating the case. I mean, he beat the case, but like I said, his bag has been majorly affected, and that was not a pun intended. But I'm gonna run with that. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications.